Forever, and welcome back to my channel. So it's 2017. I think we've all had time now to settle into the new year, and I know a lot of you, I mean, it's the common trend, you know, when the end of the year approaches, we start thinking about what we're going to be doing in the next year. And, you know, everyone talks about the New Year's resolutions, but I'm making this video so I can put accountability on myself. I always make New Year's resolutions, and for some reason I never end up doing them. I'm not afraid to admit it. I am guilty of it. And there's been plenty, and I've made up reasons or excuses not to do them or why I haven't done them, and then I've looked back at my progress for the year in the last month of the year, and I've gone, wow, I've hardly done anything. You know, like, I've made all these lists of things and I haven't done them all. So this year I thought a good way of me making sure that I take accountability and making sure that I do them is by putting up a video. And so I'm going to be listing 10 of my main resolutions that my main goals that I want to focus on for this year. We all will have our own personal different goals, and these are just my goals. So we will get started. Number 1. So my first goal is to get into yoga. I've never been into yoga before. I've never felt the need of it. I've always been into high impact sports like karate and Muay Thai and boxing and weight training, things like that, but I never felt the need of doing yoga. And since my back injury a few years ago, people have been telling me I should really get into yoga. It'll help with my core strength, and it will help center my mind as well. So I'm gonna make sure that I do that this year. I'm gonna do it. This is the year. Number 2, I really want to work with a charity. A few years ago I worked with the Salvation Army for a Christmas charity event at my work, and that went fantastic. It was a really good outcome. I managed to raise a whole heap of toys and Christmas food to go towards families who are struggling at Christmas, and it made me feel so good, and I was so impressed with how it turned out. And I realized only at the beginning of this year that I haven't done that in the last 2 years. So I really want to focus on finding a charity to work with, or even multiple charities to work with, do some research, and see what ways I can give back to the community, whether it be volunteering, you know, a few days a month, or raising money for different types of charities. I want to really focus on that. So stay tuned for news on that. Number 3. So this is a common one, but I really want to get fit. I used to be really intensely into karate and kickboxing and Muay Thai and gym training, but then since my back injury I kind of went backwards, and I've stacked on a whole heap of weight, and I really feel like really sluggish and slow and just not healthy. So I really want to focus on getting myself back on track again. I want to get strong. I want to get fitter in regards to my cardiovascular. I want to be able to go back to karate again and not feel so sluggish and slow and heavy. So I'm definitely going to be focusing on that this year. My goal is to do weight training at least 3 times a week, every single week. And then if I can fit in some karate here and there, you know, I want to kind of slowly get into it. I don't want to push my body to a point where I'm just going to injure myself. So I do eventually want to get back into karate as well. So I'm super excited about that. Yay! Number 4. Oh yeah, 4. Number 4. Okay, so I'm a little bit embarrassed to talk about this one, but I want to get out of my comfort zone. I want to be out there more. I'm like a social butterfly. Like, I love talking with people, but I get very shy when I'm talking to large groups of people, and I feel like I'm more of an introvert instead of an extrovert. So I really want to focus on getting myself out there because I love talking with people, I love working with people, I love talking to all you guys, but I feel like I hold myself back and I get really shy and I'm like, okay, I'll just back away into a dark corner so no one sees me. So yes, I am going to focus on that this year. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I am going to figure out a way. Number 5, I want to get a tattoo. I don't exactly know what I want to get yet, but it'll either be a Black Panther or something in the cat family because I love big cats. I also like dragons, stuff like that. I'm sure there's other stuff I like too, but I can't think of them now. I want to get a tattoo. I've been talking about it for years and years and years and years. I always tell my friends, but I never end up getting it done. I always make up some sort of reason or an excuse or put it off to a later date. So this year I'm going to do it. I'm either going to put it on my arm or maybe on my back of my shoulder, something like that. Nothing too out there, I guess. I don't want to put it on my face or anything. But yeah, I'd love to hear some ideas from you guys. So please put it down in the comments below. Give me some ideas on what type of tattoos I should get. I'll be really excited to get some more ideas. And when I do get a tattoo, I will be putting it up on YouTube so you guys can see me squirm in pain. Number 6. I want to spend more time with family and my friends this year. Work gets so busy, and then by the time you finish work, because I work a 9-to-5 job, by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted, and then obviously I'm doing my YouTube videos and my streaming on Twitch and stuff, and doing my own little hobbies, which I love, which is fantastic. You all should have your hobbies and stuff, but don't forget your family. And so that's what I have to remind myself. I want to spend more time with my brother, and I want to spend more time with my partner and my friends. I feel like I've neglected them a bit, unfortunately, so I really want to focus on turning that around this year. Number 7. Every day I want to focus on thinking about at least one thing positive that happened during the day. Sometimes, the day can get so bad, you come home in a really grumpy mood, or you come home depressed, or you feel things are useless and you start thinking really negatively, and then you start going down the spiral slope of negativity. And hey, I'm a positive person. I love to be happy, but there's been days and even weeks sometimes where I've been really depressed, and I have to kind of snap myself out of it to try and think positive somehow. And it's normal to be depressed. It's normal to have sad feelings. We all have to deal with that. But I want to at least get one positive thing out of every day, no matter how bad the day has been. So I'm going to work on focusing on that for myself. Number 8. So I only know one language, and that's English. And so this year, I want to start trying to learn a different language. I know I'm not going to learn the whole thing, but at least a few words, enough to initiate a conversation. And the one language that pops into my head straight away is Spanish. I've always wanted to learn it. I think I started trying to learn like a few days a week or one day a week years ago, like 10 years ago, and life got too busy and I ended up quitting the course because I just didn't have time. But I want to make some time to learn at least a few words this year in Spanish, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe next year I may get more serious into it and I'll start being able to learn sentences and responses and be able to talk fluently in Spanish. That would be awesome. Because one day I would love to go to South America, and I hear that they speak Spanish a lot there, so that would be pretty cool. Number 9. I would love to get back into reading again. I used to love reading scary novels. I used to love reading fantasy novels, and life happened and work happened and everything else happened, and I kind of put them on the back burner. So I want to get back into reading again. I at least would love to read at least 2 novels this year. That should be possible, right? 2 novels, that's it. Maybe that thick each. Yeah, that should be easy. Number 10. So I want to focus on my YouTube channel more so this year. I mean, I've got work, I work full time, and there's nothing I can do about that. I do love my job there, so I'm not going to be leaving that anytime soon, but I also want to dedicate some time, like a schedule for my YouTube channel. I'm still a new YouTuber. I've only been around for, I think, the last 4 or 5 months. And I'm still learning so much, and I'm loving it so much. It's actually helping me for my self-development. It's helping me slowly get out of my comfort zone, and it's helping me being able to talk to all of you guys, and I love that. And you know, it's helping me to be able to play my video games because I love playing video games. And yeah, I just absolutely love it, and I'm learning so much, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. And I've already noticed that there's a few people who are consistently looking out for my videos and watching my videos, so thank you so much. And thank you to all of you guys who stopped by to watch it. Even if you don't subscribe, even if you don't like the video, I don't mind. You've at least come past my channel and you've watched it and you've given me some feedback on how I can improve. And yeah, I just thank you so much. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know some of your New Year's resolutions and some of your goals. I'd love to hear them all. If you've liked this video, attack that like button. Subscribe if you want to keep updated with any more of my videos. And I will see you all in the next video. See ya!